misty haze, the green will brighten up my days. Cloud of smoke to clear my mind, just a puff to help unwind. Everywhere I go, I take it. Oh, it's like I can't escape it. Only thing I need, mean green, wicked weed, heaven from the devil's seed, feeling for it every day. You know I want that Mary Jane. Mean green, wicked weed, you got a hold of me, feeling for it every day. You know I want that Mary Jane.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Cream with a Crap. I'm Samuel, your main and best host, and this is also...
Chris is here as well.
Oh,
and we
good.
have a
That's
special
okay,
guest today.
I'm Jasmine, and I'm the better one.
All right.
We needed a girl to spice things up here because it was too
Misogynistic,
misogynistic
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, so today we're going to be reviewing Evil Bong, the movie.
Ooh.
Yes.
And God, this was a handful to watch.
This was a real movie made by real people that...
And it was really terrible.
Yeah, there's 7 or 8 Evil Bong movies that have been made. That's not a joke. This is a real fact. There are 7 Evil Bong movies, and we have the original here. And honestly, I've lost faith in humanity.
And I just would like to point out that before this movie even starts, we get this lovely advertisement to all the other movies that this company has made. And I'm saying company in quotation marks here because I think it's just a group of college kids in their basement.
You're right. I forgot there was an advertisement in the front of this movie for Full Moon Productions. They're the people who put out crap like this. They put out this. They made the Puppet Master series, and they made the Ginger Dead Man, all of which are just top-notch.
And some of them have crossovers to each other.
Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
Yeah.
The subtitled "And Hell Rode with Them."
And there's also, I have to really enjoy this, that in this table of contents for the movie, when you finally get to the menu after this horrible advertisement made in 2006.
The movie came out in 2006, so I presume the advertisement would be the same year.
Yes. So there's this little link, and it's just for the website. They advertise for the website. I understand it's 2006, but all that happens when you click that is it goes back to the Weezer, not the Weezer Productions, the Full Moon Productions. Weezer's playing in the background, and I can't
No, we're actually recording in a studio live.
We give no rights to Weezer. No rights.
And this part's getting cut out.
All right, yeah, let's...
I'm sorry. I tried talking.
All right, let's never have Jasmine on the show ever again.
All right. So, back to the movie, and against our unrelated aside to Weezer, Evil Bong is what I would classify as a horror comedy, but without the comedy and without the horror, so it's nothing.
Can I read the back of the box?
Yeah,
here
go right ahead.
Just to give a little taste to the listeners here. Meet Ebi, a vintage Bong with the mysterious power to grant truly killer highs.
Can I stop you for a second?
No.
She has a name?
Please? Yeah, the Bong has a name. I just wanted to point this out in case people in our audience don't get this. The Bong's name is E.B. E.B. Evil Bong. Get it? It's a joke, guys. Why aren't you laughing? It's a funny joke.
This movie tries to push it so hard and that nothing comes out funny. The biggest probably the only thing I laughed at in this movie was this one guy's catchphrase. Monkey. Because it was so absurd that the only way they could relate to stoners and the stereotypical stoner dude was that his catchphrase was monkey.
Listen.
Thanks, Brett. Oh, monkey. Oh, busted you if I find that thing near my trophies again. Whatever.
That the only way they could relate to stoners and the stereotypical stoner dude was that his catchphrase was monkey.
Listen, everybody knows. Everybody knows that the best part of the movie was when one guy Okay, so
All right, we'll get to that.
it. Okay.
All right, so you want me to continue this?
Yeah,
or just
go ahead.
jump- all
Sorry.
right.
Sorry.
I just want to talk
No,
about
you're fine.
Evie.
So, hypnotized by E.B., a college nerd, Alistair McDowell, played by David Wyndorf, and his stoner roommates, including Juan, I don't know, I can't read that font.
Larnell?
No, it's just Luan, or not, or like Learn.
That's Larnell.
No, it's
One of the
Luan.
guys was named Larnell.
It's not Larnell.
It says
though.
Luan.
No,
Lis-
let me...
It says Luan. Luann.
Oh, it does. Wait, what? Who are those people?
None of these people were in the movie.
What? They weren't in the movie. Wait, Luann was the blonde girl,
Oh.
and I guess Janet was her friend who wore the cheerleader outfit but wasn't a cheerleader?
Oh, that's the.
Was that...
No, was Luan the nerdy one or
They weren't even main
Luann
characters.
must have been the... Luann was the nerdy
Okay.
one? That's what I thought. Sorry, go ahead. I just forgot they were in the movie.
All right, so and Janet, they encounter E.B. in her full evil glory.
Which looks exactly like normal EB.
Sexy but deadly dancers.
Okay.
And the veritable full moon smorgasbord of guest stars.
They-
I am not making that up.
They say guest stars because they reference the other movies that they produced. Like there's...
Wait, Hugh Jackman's not in this.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I forgot Hugh Jackman got a start in Full Moon Pictures. Yeah.
Smorgasbord. What?
There's no point in talking
Okay,
about
we're-
the cameos. Just
All right.
keep going.
All right, moving on.
Let's
I guess
just
let's
get
just skip that.
to
Okay.
what the movie's about.
Okay.
So plot overview. I like. Okay, so the beginning of this film had by far one of the longest intros I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah.
So the movie, you hit play on the DVD, and the movie treats you to about 5 minutes, like a full play of a song called "Wicked Weed," and the worst animation. It's just the marijuana symbol in a black void that's like spinning around a bunch.
Yeah, it's just it's like a leaf just spinning.
And then 5 minutes later, you cut to a picture of a statue that depicts Jesus smoking weed, and then the movie starts.
And that's how you know it's a stoner's apartment, because as we know, every stoner has a picture of Jesus smoking weed.
No, it was a
It was a
statue.
statue.
Oh, a statue. Sorry. They have a full-blown statue of Jesus smoking weed outside their apartment door, just so everyone knows there's nothing suspicious
No,
going
they're
on
they're
there.
religious, but also stoners. They just
That's-
want to show their love.
that's
for
a
They're
Jesus.
good point.
religious stoners. They
All right.
don't smoke on Sunday mornings.
I gotta say though, like this song, it either repeat or that's an 8-minute long song.
I think it's 6 minutes long because it's on Spot. The soundtrack to this movie is on Spotify for
Thank
some
God,
reason.
honestly.
I think it's 6 minutes or something. So the plot of the movie is your nerdy main character,
Overly nerdy guy.
that overly nerdy stereotype number 15, Alistair, moves
Of course,
into
that's his name.
an apartment with Larnell, a guy whose name is Bacchal, because it's supposed to be like Bacchus, but everybody just calls him
Oh,
Bach.
is that the surfer dude?
Yeah, that's
that's Monkey Dude.
Your characters are so the names are Alistair, Larnell, Bach, and
Johan, obviously.
no, what
Johan.
was the blonde guy's name?
That
Eric.
Jock
Brian.
dude. I got super jock dude in my
Brian. I think it was Brian.
If for you guys, it doesn't even
doesn't matter.
notes. It was Chad actually.
It looks like a Chad, but I'm gonna call it Brian.
You have your nerdy stereotypical kid. You have this like surfer dude that
Yeah.
says monkey all the time.
Your characters are smart guy, paranoid smoker, surfer smoker, and athletic guy.
Athletic smoker.
Athletic smoker.
I have actually written down here.
Mm-hmm.
Got squabbles. So like little fights they had.
Yeah.
squabble.
Because I'm sorry, excuse me. Squabbles. So what?
Wabbles.
Squabbles.
Squabbles.
Listen.
Wabbles.
Squabble. Listen. Okay, so the entire like half of this movie, I'm pretty sure it's just the nerd guy and the jock guy fighting.
It's the nerd guy
Yeah.
fighting with
The jock guy.
the three stoners, and then the jock guy fighting with the nerd guy, and then the paranoid smoker guy fighting with everybody else.
John, it was the most annoying thing in the entire world.
Yeah, because
the nerd guy, anything anyone said, he was like, "Hey, let's go down to the kitchen." He's like, "Actually, do you mean the food making station?"
He's like the definition of a wet blanket. The plot could be summed up in one sentence, and the sentence is: stoners smoke from Evil Bong, get sent to Hell Dimension,
and
die, and that's like the general plot of the movie. You get 3 guys take like 1 puff from the bong, and then they get sent to like a paradise, which is like...
But it doesn't happen immediately.
It doesn't happen immediately.
For some reason, it happens to the guy that does it most first.
Well, because he took too much of the...
No, but then when the nerd smoked it at the end, he just took 1 puff and got sent to the dimension.
Less resistance.
I think if you look at the Evil Bong lore, you'll see that the less of a stoner you are, the more susceptible you are to it. And also, yeah, she's getting... over the course of the movie... The bong gets a face because it keeps eating the souls.
You can all read this in your Evil Bong encyclopedia.
Evil Bong compendium. But the movie sucks. Let's get that out of the way. The movie's awful. But I think the reason it's awful is not because of the idea. There's a lot of movies with bad ideas, but you could make this like a comedy. They tried to make it a comedy, but they failed because the movie ends up like a 1-act play, but in film form. You have the people clearly waiting for their cues from the other person, very clearly reacting in like almost a theater-esque manner. I mean, there's one, like they get the bong delivered, they order it out of the back of a magazine in the first 5 minutes of the film, and they have an overly creepy delivery man,
Mr. Rabbit, who just comes in...
No, Mr. Rabbi.
No, Mr. Rabbit.
His name was Mr. Rabbit, but we called him Mr. Rabbi.
And the best quote is like, "Are you sure you should be doing it?" He's like, "I'm a professional."
Yeah. Hey, you didn't peek inside the box, did you? I'm a professional. I don't peek in... I make $300 a week. I didn't peek inside the box.
What delivery man, first off, comes inside an apartment, then stands there? He just stood there for a solid 5 minutes.
Dude, listen, he didn't...
For no reason. After he brought in the package, and then they started having conversation with him. That's the most suspicious thing to me.
No, the thing is, he didn't peek in the package. He just had to know. He was so curious.
He's a professional, Jasmine.
He's a professional. He doesn't open the package, but he asks you after you deliver
He makes $300 a week, Jasmine. He's a professional.
What if that was a giant dildo or something?
Even better.
What's that language? This is family-friendly content.
You two are a cloud of fuck dust.
And that moves on to our next character study, Evil Grandpa, who I forgot was a character until now. So
I can't remember any part of this movie. Sorry to interrupt.
So for the detailed detailed plot summary, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's the guy moves into the apartment. Nerdy man moves in with the 3 stoners. They order the bong comes in, they take a puff from it, they have a good time. One of the characters, Larnell, is your typical paranoid stoner, but he says everything weirdly dramatic. There's one line where they invite a couple of their girlfriends over for a party in their house, and somebody makes a joke, and somebody makes a joke, and they're like, "Whoa, take it easy, Larnell. Are you doing okay?" Because the girl insulted him, and then Larnell insulted her back, and everybody's like, "Well, let's chill out for a little bit." And Larnell stands up and stone face says "No, it's okay, man. I feel like we really delved in between the battle of the sexes here."
No, we made a breakthrough with the sexes.
We really had a breakthrough in the sexes here. The difference between a man and a woman, and how we have no communicate. And it's 30 seconds of him ranting about this. I'm gonna try to put a clip in it if I can find one, but it's ludicrous. He's so.
Hey, Janet. So you're a friend of Luann's, huh?
We got a couple classes together.
So how come I never seen you before?
Dude, just give it up, Laurel. She is so not into you.
What, is she mute or something? She can't talk for herself? I know it's a radical concept.
Whatever. Sorry, Larnell. I am not interested.
Oh, crash and burn, dude. Not at all, B. On the contrary, this is a breakthrough in communications between the sexes, bro. Straightforward, no BS, no games. That's what I'm talking about, Janet. We're all adults, right? Right? Who wants a brewski?
Dramatic about it, but evil grandpa.
Oh my God, so
Evil Grandpa is like the most useless character.
no, he's the best character.
He shows up for 5 minutes because
he's paranoid stoner dude's grandfather, or just regular father.
No, it's
grandpa.
No, it's his father. It's his.
Is it his?
Yeah, because
No, it's
they
his
were.
grandpa.
Listen, no, they were talking about how like
It's
his dad was rich.
His dad was hit by a bus.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
And then, but I guess the money went to the granddad, because then the granddad picked up the
chick, yeah.
very old woman, the
Okay.
like 97
So
Sexist,
there,
yeah.
all right. I don't understand this at all.
Okay.
There is this whole scene, and it's most of why the grandpa is in there at the first.
The what's his face? The surfer guy, Bach, dies. He's the first one to get killed by the evil
right
Bong.
off the bat, we're just
Yeah.
going to.
we have
spoilers.
to explain this because
Yeah.
this is why I like something that happens
Alright.
while grandpa is
Yeah.
there.
So,
So-
if you've seen Weekend at Bernie's, it's pretty much that.
Yeah,
where they had to hide the dead
They
body.
hide him under the couch. They hide him under a pile of clothes, and then the granddad comes in for 5 minutes just to berate them and call them names. It's essentially just
But like, I need to explain this grandpa, like
Yeah.
that he got remarried, like,
Yeah.
and so there's this whole build-up, this pointless build-up for 3 minutes about how he's like about like the woman because he's
Yeah.
now like loaded apparently.
I want to talk about that real quick because I was thinking about this the whole time. So, as Jasmine's saying, they build up to this. The granddad's talking like, we met at the racquetball court. She was amazing. She saw my backhand. You know,
She's got quite a rump.
she's got some joke like that, and you can tell they're building this up. You can see the joke coming from a mile away. She's either gonna be like, the joke is gonna be that you don't expect it, but it's gonna be like an actual like really good looking woman, or the joke is gonna be that it's the world's like ugliest woman. Like you can tell that it's gonna be one of these paths, but instead they chose the third path of just a 97-year-old woman who they found off the street one day.
Who is going to be, fits into his age group
yeah.
and would be a perfect option for him.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why it would be even like a build up for this. Like the paranoid stoner was the one
Yeah.
who was most excited. He's the grandson of this grandpa.
Yeah.
And he's excited to have this hot woman as his grandma
Yeah.
because he wants to do stuff to her on the side.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is very clearly stated because one day it's
He
revealed
says it.
it's the old woman.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, what the hell? I can't bang this. And the girl was like, watch your mouth. That's your grandmother there. Like,
Like,
Yeah.
like, who would ever do that regardless?
Listen.
Like, that's literally incestuous.
Listen.
I know it's not blood related,
Listen,
but...
I get that you're upset about this. I am too, but this
let's
is
review the
this is-
title of this movie.
this is the least of your worries with a
This
movie
movie's
called.
like 120 minutes long. 3 minutes is a big part.
It's This movie was
86 minutes long.
86 minutes. Yeah, 86 minutes long,
Oh, so it's 126. I'm sorry, I took away the 6 minutes of credits at the beginning.
and the 6 minutes of credits at the end.
and the 6 minutes of transitions total.
Oh my god, I forgot about the transitions.
Okay, so
The
like
movie
in,
has
in between scenes, there's
Yeah.
like these transitions, but
Not
it's like from a TV show. It's from like
Yeah,
a Nickelodeon TV show.
It's like The Big Bang Theory.
yeah, exactly. But with weed, it's
They do. It'd be like two scenes that wouldn't need a transition, or like would just need like a fade in. Like they're talking about like, well, we gotta hide the body down in the dumpster, and then it would just be like a fade into them walking back into the room. Instead, what Evil Bong chooses to do is they go, we gotta hide his body in the dumpster. Cut to the opening animation of the marijuana
floating
weed spinning around in a circle with like rap music playing in the background or like reggae music playing in the background, and then they walk into the room, and it adds like 10 minutes to the movie.
Okay. So here I'm looking at my notes here.
Yeah.
I completely forgot this movie, so I don't know what this means, but I wrote down stupid ass shell.
Stupid ass what?
Shell.
The shell!
shell!
Wait, what?
In the beginning of the movie, to set up the characters, surfer dude athletic man is angry at
remember
surfer
this.
dude. There's a beach shell on the
Trophy.
on the trophy case, and he goes, "What? Who put this shell on my trophies? And then Surfer Dude goes, oh, that was me, bro. And he goes, what is it doing here? And he goes, it's sitting there, man. That's what shells do. And then he throws the shell at him, and Surfer Dude picks it up and says, You broke it, man. I can't hear the ocean anymore. And it's like it's painful, and you know that you just signed yourself up for another 80 minutes of this.
Right after that,
I kind of enjoyed that part because it was so ridiculous. Like out of nowhere, he gets so angry. He's like, "How dare this shell be at my old school from high school baseball trophies? His high school baseball trophies."
Listen, they're important.
It's very important to him. He's a very shallow gentleman.
Okay, right after that, I wrote. Not even kidding, right after I just wrote their stupid ass faces.
These people look like if everybody in the Scooby-Doo cast was a guy and was also the worst person you've ever met.
They're all Shaggy, but in different ways.
No. Okay, so...
We got Fred Shaggy, Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy is Surfer Guy.
Surfer Dude, yeah.
Athletic Shaggy is Fred.
Yeah, Velma
Shaggy is the
nerd guy.
And then I guess the other one has to be Daphne.
Yeah. Paranoid.
Yeah.
Well, he's like Scooby-Doo, I guess.
The Bong Scooby-Doo. Come on.
The Bong.
Let's talk about the Bong for a second. What's Evie's character is that she wants to absorb enough souls so that she can
control the world,
convert the entire world into marijuana
Donuts.
Environment with bong water oceans and marijuana smoke clouds.
All right.
Quote from the movie. But
listen, she's doing it as her utopian dream to bring peace to the planet Earth. So it's like she's the good hero.
Use that egghead of yours. The more you toke from me, the more powerful I become. Soon I will control the world, a great, big, beautiful stoned world with pot smoke clouds and oceans of bong water. And is there really anything so wrong with that? Huh?
There's the scene where Nerdman goes into Bong World to rescue his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Wait, hold on. Okay, all right. I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right, let's explain the plot real quick.
We did
explain that they're in the bong.
They get killed by the bong and go into Bong World.
We didn't even describe the
bong.
World.
Okay, do you want to describe the Bong World?
I'll describe.
Okay.
So
be tasteful.
Surfer Dude takes a big hit.
Big toke, as the kids say.
Excuse me.
They're token.
So
big toke.
All right. So then, he takes a big toke.
Thank you.
He goes into what is presumed to be the inside of the bong.
It's called Bong World, but it looks like the inside of a TV because they don't go fully into the scene. Mm-hmm. They keep the edges of the bong around it for some asinine reason.
Okay, so this is it's legit just like a shady strip club.
Yeah.
But all the girls, they're all half of them were naked, the other half are wearing weird bras with faces on them.
Yeah.
One had a skull for a bra, the other had sharks.
They kill the guys using
they bite him with their
garments.
Yeah, they bite him with their tits. It's pretty much what you're saying.
Okay, that's a fair description.
Okay, so then pretty much it's like Freddy Krueger, where if you die in Bong World, then you die in real life.
That's true. But unlike Freddy Krueger, if you kill the bong, which we'll get to, you get brought back to life.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't spoil it.
Spoilers: the bong dies. But
in case you were wanting to watch this movie,
there's an exit, by the way, because somehow
there's just an exit to the Bong World. First, you can just walk out.
Tell us what we were just seeing, because so the nerd guy, he was looking for an exit.
So he rescues. So
yeah,
Surfer. Let me.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Let me set the record straight. Bong Man. No, not Bong Man. Surfer Man dies. He gets killed in Bong World. Then Paranoid Man dies. He gets sent to Bong World. Athletic Shaggy and his girlfriend get killed, sent to Bong World. Then Stoner Guy and his girlfriend go into Bong World.
Okay,
so the girlfriend goes into Bong World, and then the nerdy guy goes in to rescue him. And in Bong World, and this is what we were talking about 2 minutes ago, the EB explains her evil plan. And the nerd guy proceeds to give a 1.5-minute speech about America and how great it is that we live in a land where you can get high when you want to. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember that because that was the.
Here's a clip of it.
People should have the right to get high when they want, and if they want. You're nothing but a hopped-up imperialist.
Uh-oh.
A ganja-headed dictator.
Oh, no.
No. This is America. Land of the free. Free to get high on our own discretion, and not of the whim of some glass-blown wench!
You better back up, boy! You better mess with
Well,
me!
if I can't, then Jimbo certainly will.
Jimbo? Ha! That pathetic deadhead has no chance either. Leave.
Oh, man.
That's a great clip, wasn't it?
Okay, so also speaking of this, when Nerd Guy goes to Bong World,
Yeah.
he tries to look for an exit.
Yeah.
And then when
Some
he does,
guy
he
walks
finds a guy.
in,
Yeah,
right?
no, the guy was there, and he was like, hey, "Excuse me, I'm looking for an exit." And he's like, "You can't leave, man. There's like no way you can leave." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "No, just kidding, man. I'm trying to leave too."
Oh,
and he's like, it was like the stupidest scene.
So
in the
all
entire
the
movie.
cameos take place in Bong World. You see one of the puppets from Puppet Master. You see a thing from Demonic Toys, which is another movie they made. You see the Ginger
know
Dead
this
Man.
so well.
I do. You see Ginger Dead Man, and
Wait,
you see
who was the small guy masturbating?
that was someone from Puppet Master, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they're the
it was
small
like a voodoo
toy,
doll.
like,
But that wasn't from Puppet
masturbating.
Master though. That wasn't from the first one or fifth one.
I mean, there's 9 Puppet Master movies, dude.
Oh my
That's
God,
true. There might be.
Fair.
One. I've seen them. Okay.
Why have you seen these?
There were 2 other
I'm a
cameos.
connoisseur.
There were 2. Yeah, we're connoisseurs. There were 2 other.
Tommy Chong. We can't forget him. Yeah.
Tommy Chong. There were 2 other cameos that I assume were cameos, but I don't know if they were.
Wait, I just read.
What?
Insane Clown Posse has their songs in this movie.
What were we talking? The exit. So yeah,
Yeah.
Bong World just has an exit, and then they walk out and they win. They kill the Bong. But let's talk about Tommy Chong.
Oh, okay.
Tommy Chong.
So in this movie, he's called Jimbo.
he is called Jimbo.
And I have 3 quick things jotted down for Jimbo. You can
Yep.
elaborate on
Okay.
them.
All right.
I have Hot Wheels,
Okay.
Killed All My Friends,
Yes.
and Take You Up, bitch.
Oh, okay, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna save Hot Wheels for last because that's the
that's
best one.
obviously the best one.
So
It actually
Jimbo.
inspired
Oh,
us
Jim,
later,
wait, hold on.
too.
We forgot Nerd Guy.
Yeah.
His whole scene when he's in Bong World. We're jumping all over the place, but this movie is just so intense in so many different scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nerd Guy, he's in Bong World,
Yeah.
and he has all these hot ladies rubbing up on them, and then he has this moment of temptation.
Is that the one?
His weak
This is
moment.
the big hero.
Yeah,
moment.
and then
he's tempted to stay in Bong World, forget his girlfriend, but then he does.
Then he literally pushes all the girls
he
away.
says,
and
"I shall not." I forgot about that. I'm glad.
There you go. What you...
I come to take you out, bitch.
Oh, honey, please.
Dude, it's probably Evil Bong is probably what a bad acid trip feels like.
Oh god. Oh, yeah, that's it. All I have.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to give our final thoughts on Evil Bong.
Okay, so Jasmine, since you're the guest, what would you rate this out of 10?
Yeah.
I would rate this 6 monkeys out of 50.
6.
Wow, that's
Monkeys.
out of 50.
Out of 50? Why out of 50? Why not just divide it both by 2? 3 out of 25.
Because 3 out of 25. What about 12 out of 100?
That's like 1 out of 10.
Yeah. Why would you? Well, why is it so low?
Because there are times that I laughed, and going over it now, I think it's a little funnier.
Yeah.
But watching this movie was like being in that hell, except there weren't any pretty women for me, because
That's fair.
I don't know what the...
There was a male
There was a
stripper.
male
There was
stripper.
one male
He was wearing
stripper.
an army helmet.
But I wanted to get to
I don't
him.
even
I don't-
remember that.
I wanted to see if he had a skeleton on his jeans.
I don't think he did.
On his
Oh, he might have,
jockstrap
but I don't think
or
he
something.
did. Okay, that's fair.
I guess.
That would have been a valuable scene, but otherwise, this movie felt so long and
That's
to get
true.
through.
Yeah.
I was really just waiting to record this
Mhm.
so I could talk about how bad it was. This wasn't even a funny bad movie; it was a really bad movie.
See,
awful.
I think you're being a little little rough.
I think you are.
rough.
This is.
If I were a stoner, I might have enjoyed making fun of this.
I think this movie is meant for so there's two ways to watch bad movies. There are bad movies that are funny, like no matter what state you watch them in. Like The Room is always bad, no matter like if you're sober or not.
Evil Bong,
is always funny whether or not you're, intoxicated.
That's debatable.
I mean, it's debatable, but like 9 out of 10 times.
Okay, Evil Bong, you have to be super high.
You have to be intoxicated or impaired. This is one of those movies that's like, watching it is like watching someone who is drunk or high make a movie or like just try to go about their life, because it's read stilted. It's like a one-act play.
The acting is terrible.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I read about this movie online. I saw it like on a Watch Mojo video in the top 10 worst movie villains. EB was number 4, I think. And
You Watch Mojo?
I only watch the ones on bad movies.
I think they're wrong about that, because Evie's very clearly the hero, making a weed utopia for the future generations.
Yeah, she's a weed dictator, as they say in a tyrannical... Pharmaceutical,
during his speech, he was
pharmaceutical tyrannical pharmaceutical distributor or something. I don't know.
God, that guy was like, imagine like the nerdiest guy you see, in like that stereotypical nerdy guy, just turned that up to like 11.
He's so bad.
It's so every word out of his mouth just made me want to kill myself more and more.
Yeah.
It was like,
so I don't know. I'd give the movie maybe a 6 out of 10.
Are you serious?
It's maybe a 7.
It's not better than yours.
It's not better than yours.
Or what we give Jor?
I think we give Jor a 7 or 8. We should write these down.
Okay,
somewhere.
yeah.
We should this was
yours about an 8. Evil Bong is probably a 5 or a 6. It's a lukewarm bad movie because yours is a plausible idea. There are movies like it. Evil Bong was clearly made as like
a joke.
As a joke, we're gonna make this. What's the least scary thing possible? A bong. Well, let's make that the villain of our horror movie. We did the same thing with the gingerbread man.
And let's do it 8 times.
Let's do it 8 times. I can't stress this enough. 8 Evil Bong. 8 of them. 8 Evil Bong movies. It's a 5 EBs out of 10. It's passable. Get it with some friends. It'll be an okay experience. If you're over 21, please legally consume alcohol. Sam, what do you think?
If you're in Colorado, smoke weed with it.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think this movie was that good. Like, even as like a joke movie to watch, it's not even that funny. The jokes like sort of fall flat. Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it 4 clouds of fuck dust out of 10. I just like saying that. All right, so the total score for Evil Bong, you gave it a 5, I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
And then Jasmine, would you give it a 1?
I gave it like a 6 out of 50.
Which is a 1 out of 10.
Which is a 3 out of 25.
3 out of 25. That's that. Almost 1/8. So it's
let's say a 2.
It's a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Okay. So
then total that would be okay. You go ahead. I'll do the math.
No. I just want to do the ending. I want to do the ending. That's all.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our Evil Bong review.
I was so happy to be a guest, by the way. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm sorry this was the movie that you had to watch, but...
I don't mind that at all, actually. It's fine. I liked being a guest and, like, making fun of it. Mm-hmm. But also, like, if you guys want us to actually watch, like, another one of the movies in the series, I'm totally down for it.
I want to watch... I don't want to skip straight to 7. But I want to watch them all at some point.
We could do like an Evil Bong special.
Evil Bong special, 2 through 7. Or 2 through 8. They're probably making an 8th one.
2 through 11 by that point.
If you enjoyed listening about Evil Bong, definitely comment or like or something. That's what they do on YouTube.
Oh God, don't say that.
Yeah.
No, or just like, because most of you guys are people that I know in real life, just come up to me and tell me if you like it. Mostly because I know only Haley that watches.
Have you done the math?
Oh yeah. The total score for this movie is a solid 3 out of 10.
Okay.
I rounded up.
How did you get that?
All right, here's what I did.
Yeah.
So it was originally 10/3 out of 10.
You know what? I don't care.
I think the
Like-
3 is pretty fair because you give it a 5, I get a 4. Jasmine gave it a 1, which threw it like way down.
Please give us a like. We don't. No one cares.
Like me!
Give us a like and a comment on YouTube if you like what we're doing. Feel free to suggest any movies that you'd like us to review.
Don't ever look up my YouTube channel.
We can get tons of movies. Please, we're desperate for something to review.
We're desperate.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Cream of the Crap.
We're starving here. Please help us.
Would you say that Evil Bong is cream or
They
crap?
tied me in their basement to do this with them. I would have never done it. Misogynistic.
Okay, but
Crap?
yeah.
I think maybe crap.
I think this is probably crap. Jasmine?
Okay. Yeah, it was
Crap.
definitely crap. Not no cream on that.
No cream. All right, so we're 1 cream, 1 crap for movies we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching this episode. Again,
God, I hope you edit this like so much.
like and subscribe. We'll see. Like and subscribe. Give us a shout out if you enjoyed us. And tune in next week when we'll be reviewing literally anything else other than Evil Bong.
All right, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey.